What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Kinstretch class brought to you by Stretch Effect. My name is Coach Luke, and I'll be taking you through today's 25-minute hip-focused Kinstretch class. So today's class is really going to focus on internal and external rotation, and then we're going to throw in some abduction and adduction, and then we're going to bring it all together with a good overall hip motion. So we're just going to start off with our sideline hip cars. So we're just going to take one block under the head, take one block either out in front, or you can hold it to the chest. It's up to you. We just want to get more tension out of the upper body so we can create more weight. Open up into abduction, over the top, come down, and right back to the next rep. Abduction as far as you can, internally rotate. Try to increase the tension you create into that block each rep. So second rep, we're going a little bit tighter, try to get a little bit more tension through the body, drive that tension into that hip. One more time, let's go nice and tight, go as high as you can go. If you need to bring that block up a little bit to get more hip flexion, you can. Open as far as you can go, internally rotate, 60, and then last rep, anywhere between 70 to 80% of your full body tension. So hold that block, whichever way you got it in front. If you want to change it up on the other side, that's okay too. It's just the tension tool, we call it, so it just allows us to get a little bit more full body tension, drive more of that focus into that hip. So here we got 3 reps. First rep, start nice and easy. Just get the motion down. Try to hit your edges of that motion, so try to really push as much range of motion. Come in as much flexion as I can go into, so if I need to bring the block higher, I can. As much extension as I can without the spine extending. Up as high as possible. Around, and we got 2 more, so just up the tension a little bit more, open as far as you can go, internally rotate as far as you can go, keep trying to internally rotate as you extend, come through, reverse, extension, abduction, come around, and then we got 1 more here, ribs down, cores engaged, stay tight. Open, more tension, more tension, more tension, extend, drive back, last rep, extension, abduction, over the top, and around. Very good. So from here, goes to the right hip. So we're going to go to the left hip now. So we're going to do, this is external rotation, pills and rails, but we're focusing less on the capsule and more on what's called the glute fascia or the glute muscle, the superficial kind of tissue on the hip. So what we're going to do is you're going to lay your back. I'm going to take my right leg, the non-working leg will be flat, knee will be bent. I'm going to take this leg up. So that's external rotation as I take the outside of my left ankle onto the top of my right thigh. And then I'm just going to go here, take my arms, take the left arm through the legs, right arm comes out around, and then I'm just going to hang out here. Find my passive end range and breathe. So the focus here, if you want to hold, you can hook your fingers like I have around my knee. You can hold around your shin, you can hold around your hamstring, or you can even come over the top. Okay, whatever is most comfortable for you. We just want to focus on our breath. Think anywhere between a 3 to 5 count in. So think into that belly, and then about 6 to 10 count out. So we want to double the length of the exhale. That's really what's going to calm the nervous system down. It's going to allow us to relax. As our body relaxes more, find that your body will just give you a little bit more range, a little bit more stretch. It's not the muscles themselves that control our flexibility and our tension, it's actually the brain. So the more you can relax, the more you can signal to your brain that the tissues are okay. Your body will kind of tone down what's called the muscle spindle and allow you to get a little bit deeper into that range of motion. Okay, let's hang out here for another 30 seconds. Try to get a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper. So keep stretching. I'll explain our pills and rails protocol. So pills and rails, you're not going to be able to do an end range active rotation from here. So what we're going to want to do is bring that foot down to the floor. We want to find where we can just barely lift off from. So glutes. So if you can lift from here, if you're really mobile and you go from here, we'll stay there. If not, take your foot down on the floor. This is kind of our first point when the foot's just coming straight down. And then not trying to just lift the knee, right, but trying to lift the foot, right? So I'm trying to drive my knee actually this way, keep my leg as perpendicular to my body as I can, and try to lift my ankle off that thigh. If I can lift from there, if I get a couple inches off, you can stay right there. If you find you still can't, that's okay. Just walk your foot out a little bit more. As you give your body more space, it'll be easier to where you can even come with your knee barely bent, and then you can get a lot of room to lift from there. So your pails and rails from here, foot for pails, foot drives in to the leg, build up to 10, max out for 10. Rails, I'm trying to pull my foot off of my leg, and then max out for 15 seconds. Okay, we're gonna do one set on each side. So just take a breath in, lock in the body, find where you gotta be, pack that air down, full body tension, drive those arms into the floor, and then start driving your left ankle into your right leg. Drive in, build up that contraction. We're at 10%, 20%, 30%, 40, 50, keep building, 60, 70, 80, 90, and max effort, drive in, 10, 9, 8, crush that leg together, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rails. Try to pull that leg off. Think not just the knee, try to pull that whole leg off the leg, or off your right leg. Keep driving. We got 10, 9, feel that inner thigh lighten up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Very good. So we're gonna switch sides. So just think left leg comes down, right leg comes on top of the left thigh. Bring your arms through. So if you want to bring them through here, again, you can do whatever grip is most comfortable for you. And then I'm just gonna think, relax and breathe. Big exhale. As you exhale, see if you can pull that left leg a little higher. Pulling your right hip, much more external rotation. Getting a better stretch on that hip, on that glute. Just relax and breathe. Focus on your breath. The more you can relax, the deeper your range you'll get into, the more closer to your true end range you'll be able to train. Stay on for another minute. So again, you could do your pails and rails from here if you're mobile enough. So there's nothing wrong with that, but you can definitely bring your foot to the floor. Find where you can get your foot maybe barely off the leg. It doesn't even need to come off the leg really, it's all about the intention. But I just want to make sure that we can get the target tissue, right? So again, if I'm too high up and it's forcing me to pull from my knee, now we're getting more hip flexor, but we really want to try to get this leg as straight, like I said, perpendicular to the body as possible. So as I'm pulling off, I'm pulling the whole leg this way, really focusing on the tension from the ankle, because that will be true external rotation versus hip adduction or flexion, which would be more pulling the knee towards me. Okay? So it's been about 2 minutes, so let's take a breath in. Find your position where you gotta be, right? So foot to the floor, stay foot up, or you can walk your foot out a little bit. Breath in, full body tension, pack that air down, drive the arms to the floor, and start driving right ankle into left leg. 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50%, 60%, 70, 80, 90, and max effort drive down left or right ankle into left thigh. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rails. Try to pull ankle, not just the whole knee, but try to pull whole leg. Driving from that ankle, pull away from that left thigh. Keep going, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Very good. So we're going to switch legs. So right leg comes back down, left leg comes over the top. We're going to do passive range lift offs. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're gonna have to walk your leg. So if you can get your leg off from here, again, not just doing this with the knee, but trying to do whole foot, everything pulls together. You may need to walk yourself out just a little bit. You wanna give yourself an inch or two of active range with good form to lift into. Okay, so we're just gonna do one set, 15 passive range lift-offs for the left leg. Switch legs, 15 passive range lift-offs for the right leg. Okay, so one more time, just to reiterate, try not to just pull the knee, trying to lift the foot, pulling the whole leg together. Okay, take a breath in, back there down, grab the arms on the floor, body's nice and tight, and lift, down, 1, lift, down, 2, lift, down, 3, lift, down, 4, lift, down, 5, 10 more, lift, down, 6, lift, down, 7, lift, down, 8, lift, down, 9, lift, down, 10, 5 more, body stays tight, lift, down, 11, lift, down, 12, lift, down, 13, 2 more, lift, down, 14, last one, lift, and 15, go and switch. So left leg comes down, right leg comes over the top. Do a tester rep, see if you can get it all together as much as possible. Find where you gotta be, take a breath in, back there down, body stays tight, arms on the floor, and lift. 1, lift, 2, lift, 3, focus on that ankle, lift, 4, lift, 5, lift, 6, lift, 7, body stays tight, lift, 8, lift, 9, lift, 10, 5 more, lift, 11, lift, 12, lift, 13, lift, 14, last one, and lift, 15. Whew. Okay. Come up here. We're gonna go into a bear sit. So we're gonna do some bear sit, internal rotation pales rails. We'll do one set. So we're just gonna be here. So I'm sitting in my bear, right? So it's just like this. So my both sit bones are down, hands are behind me. What I'm gonna do is take one leg, whichever leg you want to focus on. We're gonna do both, obviously. So take one leg, rotate it as far in as you can without, so if it's my right leg, without my right sit bone leaving the floor. So my whole body kind of rotated with it. So I'm just trying to get true hip rotation. So this is hip rotation. This is hip and pelvis rotation, right? So I want to think pelvis stays still. That just means both my sit bones, which really are bottom of my pelvis, right? So from there, rotate down, right butt cheek stays on the floor, and then I lean to my left, and now I'm keeping my right sit bone down, and just take my right hand to the top of my thigh, or sorry, outside of my right knee, excuse me, and then from there, I'm just gonna relax, breathe into that stretch. Okay, so what we wanna focus on, right sit bone stays down, I'm not twisting with the spine, and then if I'm leaning on my left arm, really try to think slight bend in that left elbow. It's really easy to get caught up in the stretch and let your elbow fully extend, and then over the course of a minute or two, and get kind of sensitive. So just get the whole frame here, and then we're just gonna go from there, leaning, get that stretch, just focus on breathing, just like always, relaxing into that stretch. Take your time. Got one set of pales rails here. Both sit bones are down. Find that stretch. So my pales, I'm driving this leg up into my hand. This hand tries to pull it, press it down even more, right? So they're pressing together. Build up 10, max out 10. Rails, hand stays still, and I'm trying to actively rotate more internally for 15 seconds, max effort, and then we'll switch, okay? So just make sure you're set, core's engaged, take a breath in. Back there down, and start driving knee into hand into knee, at 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and max effort 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rails. Pull the right knee away, get more active internal rotation, trying to pull off that right hand. Max effort 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Deeper. Out of that there. Rotate open. Lean to the right. Rotate left. And then sit bone, stay down. Get that left leg, left hip internal rotation stretch. Good. Go. So just relax, breathe into it. Focus on breathing here as you just think 3 to 6 or 3 to 5 count inhale. And 6 to 10 count exhale. The more you can relax, the more you can breathe, the more you can get in that stretch, the better, because that means we're truly at our end range, which is where we are our weakest. So the stronger we can get at our weak points, the better everything else can become. Okay? Okay, so take a breath in. Back there down, start driving the left knee into right hand, or left knee into left hand back into the left knee, 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, max effort 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now rails, 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 rails. Left knee tries to drive in more, get more active internal rotation, pull away from that hand. Keep going, let's go 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Here, let's just get something that's called Windshield Wipers. So it's just active internal rotation here. So I'm just thinking, both sit bones stay down, my chest is facing forward, and I'm just rotating, rotating. Let's go 3 reps. Rotate in as far as I can go, both sit bones stay down. Open up. Last one, actively internally rotate as far as I can go. Back open and switch, 3 reps. Rotate on that heel. Left sit bone stays down. 1. In. 2. 3. Very good. Okay, so now we're going to what's called a modified Cossack position. So think kind of half butterfly on this right leg. Left leg comes out to the side. So I'm getting a stretch through the adductors here. And then I'm going to be working some adduction and abduction. So we're just going to hang out here, focus on your breathing. We're not going to do quite as long as the normal 2-minute stretch, but we just want to get one set of pills and rails here just to kind of wake up these tissues, and then we'll get 15 passive range lift offs. So like I said, we're not quite doing the 2-minute stretch, but so it's even more important to focus on your breathing, relax into it, get as much stretch with the adductors as you can. Everything stays nice and tight, chest stays as tall as possible, keep that core engaged. So let's get started here. So pails drives down, rails I'm trying to lift up. So pails build up 10, max effort 10, max effort lift, 15 seconds, try to keep that body still. Okay, take a breath in. Full body contraction, start driving the leg down into the floor. We're building that up. 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, max effort drive down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now rails, try to lift that leg. You're not going to be able to if you're at your end range. Just think upper, outer glute, kind of outer, kind of hip here. Just trying to lift up. Max effort, max effort, max effort, max effort. 7, 6, get a light under that scale, under that foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Deeper in that stretch. We're going to lean out. So you're going to lean out further because I won't be able to get this leg up off the ground. nothing else is going to move. We got 15 lift offs. So block out that leg and lift. 1, lift, 2, lift, 3, lift, 4, lift, 5, lift, 6, lift, 7, lift, 8, lift, 9, lift, 10, foot stay straight ahead, 5 more. Sit up taller, lift, 11, 12, lift, 15, lift, 14, lift, 15, very good. Switch sides. Calf modified caustics here. So we got this leg here, right leg is straight, body is nice and tight. Hang out in this stretch for just about 30 seconds or so. Like I said before, we got these shorter stretch periods. Of course, ideally, 2-minute stretch for the passive stretch component of your pils and rails is going to be most ideal, because that's just going to allow muscle to relax. It's going to allow, it's called your fibroblasts of your muscle to register that there's stretch in place, and then there's actually changes being made. So, of course, right now Kinstretch class it's not always the most ideal, right? So if you want to after this video is over, you want to do 2-minute stretches, you certainly can. So we have the shorter periods. You just want to really focus on the breathing. Try to find the stretch as much as you can. Find the tissue that you're going to load with your pils and rails. Okay, so let's take a breath in. Back here down. Start driving the foot down to the floor. 10%. 20. Drive that instep down. 30. 40. 50. 60. 70%. 80%. 90%. 100% max effort. 10. 9. 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now rails. Imagine there's a scale under that right foot. Get light on that scale. Lift that leg. Everything you can, lift that leg. Don't let anything else move. You're at your end range. Shouldn't be able to lift. Just give it everything you got. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, so lean out a little bit to your left. Grab that ankle if you like. There, we're just going to lift that leg, toes stay straight ahead. Try not to open up this way, just keep everything straight. Body stays tight. Lift. 1. Lift. 2. You should feel the same tissue that you felt with those rails contractions. Lift. 3. Lift. 4. Lift. 5. Lift. 6. 7. Lift. 8. Lift. 9. 10, last 5, lift, 11, lock out, lift, 12, lift, 13, 14, last one, lift, 15. Okay, so that was the right leg, so we're gonna go 90-90 on the left leg. So the last thing we got 5, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna do an abduction lift off. So I'm lifting a knee shin foot. I'm gonna do a knee hinge, so I'm gonna extend my leg out to the side. Come back into 90, lift that knee up, so my leg's perpendicular to the floor, back down to 90, not touch down, extend the knee again. So we got 3 reps here. It's extended hover with a knee hinge. So body's tight. If you want to grab the shin, you can, whatever helps you get more secure. If you have a kettlebell, you can hold a kettlebell, whatever allows you to feel more secure, more locked in. So just follow along with me. We're gonna go really slow on the first rep. Next 2 might speed up a little bit, but we're just gonna go through it here. So think, body stays tight. Find where you gotta be to get the abduction. From there, I'm gonna lift, extend, bend. So I'm still at 90, haven't touched down. Hold the knee up, perpendicular to the floor. Right back down, don't touch down. Extend, bend, up, down, so don't touch down. We got 1 more. If you can sit taller, extend, bend, up, perpendicular, come down. Now we come down, internally rotate, knee touches down, try to lift that foot, back down. Okay. Last thing here, we'll just do a nice, I don't want to call it slow, but definitely controlled. We've done slow rotations before in past classes, and you know, you've done those, you know what those feel like. 3 reps here. Grab that shin, Find where you gotta be. You can do the abduction lift without your body moving. Keep everything tight. And lift. Sorry, hinge. Good. Back in. Up. And back to 90. Hinge. Bend. Perpendicular. 90. Last one. Hinge. Foot should be right off the floor. Perpendicular. Last one. We're going to go back to 90. Internally rotate. Knee touches down first. And set down. Very good. That is it. That was a little bit more than 25 minutes, but thank you for hanging in there with me. That was a good hip rotation with some abduction and adduction work. We tied it all together with a good overall hip exercise or movement that is a great one for end of a workout, pre-workout, really any time. So thank you again for joining me in today's hip focused Kinstretch class, and I hope to see you at the next one.